What viral moment did the internet bless us with in the last 24 hours? Are tensions in the Middle East now affecting healthcare? And what is the energy in the sky that is connecting all of this together? Let's dive in. Whoosh of the stars, a leap through the veil. Hey guys, it's your girl Bobby Ray, and welcome back to What's in the Cosmos. Alright, so let's kick things off with a little celebrity tea. So, first up, Shia LaBeouf has been trending again. A video just went viral of him in Rome, Italy, where he was seen visibly upset, speaking loudly and intimately while interacting with a woman at a cafe. Context of what led up to that moment isn't clear. We don't know what was said before the video starts, but what is clear is that it caught attention because of how frustrated he appeared. And the fact that this isn't an isolated moment. Earlier this month in New Orleans, around Mardi Gras time, there was reports of him being detained by police after what was described as disturbance at a bar, with footage showing him emotionally distressed during a police interaction. So when you put both of these things together, it starts to feel like a pattern, not coincidence, especially when we talk about the way we as a culture respond to men in the public eye when they are visibly struggling. So this raises a lot of concern and important questions about accountability versus mental health and how we treat vulnerable people, especially men, in the public sphere. So we don't know what's going on with Shia LaBeouf, but hopefully everything is okay. And this is just a reminder for us to just really pay attention to our mental health. So with lighter news, guys, let's kind of recap our conversation from yesterday. So yesterday we talked about the drama press tour and the fashion strategy inspired by something old, something new, something broad, and something blue. Industry insiders are saying that this isn't accidental at all. This is strategic narrative building. So Zendaya knows exactly what she is doing, from her outfits to the symbolic moments like attending Champagne Chapel and subtle ring appearances. It looks like her team is orchestrating a storyline that keeps people engaged and emotionally invested, not just in the movie and Zendaya's evolution. Now that's a sign of someone who understands visibility plus control plus legacy, and it loops right back into what we talked about yesterday with branding versus reality. We see that Shia LaBeouf is going through some things there, and because of the patterns it's creating, it's now becoming a part of his brand, but we'll leave that there. So let's move on. Now listen, we're keeping this one here as a filler in the mix because I do feel that this Clarissa Shields and Papoose story has been extremely drawn out. This is an ongoing situation with Clarissa Shields and Papoose. This continues to stir conversation online because I'll give you guys a rundown. Basically, Papoose is still legally married to Remy Ma, yet Clarissa and Papoose are publicly in a relationship, and social media continues to engage with their posts together. So I think they just like to kind of keep their name in the spotlight. We just seen Clarissa just did a song, a nice new single. So while this isn't the deepest story in the world, it does just reinforce the themes that we have discussed here about branding. So I'm not really sure if Clarissa Shields' team is really paying attention to how this public relationship is affecting her as a brand, or if all of this is strategic. I'm not really sure. But my whole thing is I'm kind of tired of the conversation. I see y'all bashing Clarissa, and I am going to politely stay out of this conversation. So let's just move right on frequency check. Now, here's what's popping on the music scene. For our mainstream release, Grammy-winning superstar Lizzo just released a brand new single called Don't Make Me Love You. We're already talking about its introspective visual that has her literally confronting a past version of herself. This isn't just another drop, it feels like evolution. It's a creative moment where she's examining identity, growth, and emotional truth. You guys know me, that is right up my alley, and I am all here for it. All right, so for today's frequency spotlight, we are highlighting artist Scotty Olorin. This song is called Molad. You talk too much. So this is someone who's been bubbling up in the underground circles, blending street hop energy with melodic rhythms and making noise online organically. All right, y'all, now let's hit the wild side of the internet. The part that makes you go, why is this even viral? But also really has you questioning our culture in general. First up, a video of a couple doing a pre-wedding shoot floating in muddy water has exploded online. So people aren't sure whether it's supposed to be romantic, cinematic, or some kind of hidden crime portal audition. We're not really sure, but the internet is having a field day comparing it to mashups of Titanic and Gangnam Style. So the lesson, I guess, sometimes intention and reality don't meet in the middle, and that's why people are entertained. So we don't know what exactly they were going for there, but hey, they have the internet buzzing, so all right, so moving on, another heartwarming viral clip of an Indian father and choplas executing a Michael Jackson level moonwalk while recording a dance reel with his daughter. This isn't just funny, it shows that joy, spontaneity, and unexpected talent can bring the whole world together for a beautiful moment of lightness. Closing off this section, this is a repeat of a recent meme that went viral. So folks are still sharing the Nilt's penguin meme, where the penguin literally walks away from his group in the wrong direction. So yeah, I know it started off as a funny little meme, but it's also become a shorthand for emotional burnout, disconnect, or just feeling like the world makes no sense sometimes. So this meme continues to resonate online because it captures a feeling many people don't always know how to put in words, but are definitely experiencing right now. So this brings us right to Off the Radar. Before we hit the energy of the sky, let's talk about world stories that matter beyond the headlines. So the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, especially around the Strait of Hormuz, is not just about missiles and geopolitics. It also does not only affect gas prices. It's now disrupting the way medicine gets from factories to people who need them, especially temperature-sensitive drugs like some forms of cancer treatment. Key air transit hubs in the Gulf that normally handle these shipments have been impacted due to airspace closures and conflict-related disruptions. That means longer routes, higher costs, and potential delays. And if this continued, it could affect how medicine reaches clinics, hospitals, and patients around the world. Adding on to that, in parts of Africa like Sudan, this disruption is even more urgent. NGO warns that local clinics could run out of essential medical supplies within weeks before shipments are stuck, and there's no easy way to reroute them. This isn't just a foreign story, it's a reminder of how global systems are interconnected and how conflict can create healthcare crises in regions with already fragile access. There's also been global medicine concerns in Britain. Leaders in the UK health system warn they are on the edge of shortage for common medications like painkillers, antidepressant, and even cancer creams. Again, all of this is transpiring because global supply chains are slowing. So this isn't like the dramatic news that we see all over the headlines, but this is real world impact that affects people's health and their access to basic care. Whew. And now, let's check the skies. All right, so here we are with what's in the cosmos. So before we dive into the astrology for today, can we just take the time to celebrate? Because we are officially in Aries season, the first sign of the zodiac. Shout out to all the Aries babies, including me. This is our season, y'all. So this is a cosmic time for new beginnings, bold moves, courage, claiming your identity. Aries energy is like the universe saying, show up unapologetically. This is your time and it is just beginning. I feel that to the core, y'all, so I can definitely relate. So right now, the sun is conjunct in Neptune and Aries. This is a powerful mix of identity and dreams. So the sun represents your sense of self and how you show up in the world. So that's how we get our sun signs, the ones that we commonly use. And then Neptune brings in imagination, intuition, spirituality, and sometimes illusion. So when these energies are strongly aligned in Aries, the sign of action and authenticity, we get a situation where what looks one way isn't always the full truth. Public perception and private reality can feel very different. Dreams and intuition can be foggy without grounding. This cosmic combo mirrors exactly what we've been talking about, stories where the narrative doesn't always match the lived experience, or us just not quite understanding what is being presented versus what is in actuality. So Aries season is asking us, where is your truth beyond what everyone else sees? So what does all this energy mean for you? Today's sky is giving you this: clarity after confusion, confidence to see through illusion, the courage to ask deeper questions, and the readiness to act on what rings true in your spirit. Because Aries season is action energy, not passive energy. So today, don't just watch the world happen to you. Participate in your own narrative. So you be your main character. Period. So if you want to know how to alchemize this energy, here's how you're going to do it. To make the most of today's vibe and all the momentum that's in the air, slow down before reacting. So let your intuition guide your interpretation. So listen to your gut feeling here. It's very important. Speak your truth, but only when you truly understand it. So that's talking about not speaking too fast, guys. Set intentions, not just goals. Move with courage, especially in areas where you've been afraid to step up. As always, stay socially aware, stay spiritually grounded, and most importantly, stay alive. Because when you understand the frequency, you can learn how to alchemize it. And that's what's happening in the cosmos.